Yo, what is good everyone? It's Gnosis. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys all about cones and how to use them properly in Fortnite to win more fights and just become a better all-around player. Now, like most of my videos, this is going to be aimed more at beginner to intermediate players, but even if you're cracked at the game, feel free to stick around. You may still learn something useful. So if you guys find this guide helpful, be sure to drop a sub and a like to support the channel. Now let's get right into it. Alright, so first let's talk about why cones are so important, and there's a few reasons. The first is you can place them from so far away. Like I'm so far back and I'm able to place cones to the left, to the right. Another reason is you can build through cones. So there's a cone right here, I can put an entire box around it. Being able to build through a cone like that is so important for reasons we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. But the number one reason cones are so good is because they are perfect for piece control. And that's why we're here on Raiders Piece Control Practice Map. I'm going to teach you a method called leading with cones. And basically the concept is you will always, as you're building, you're always going to lead out with cones before you place other pieces. And here's an example. So say the enemy's right there, right? We're going to double edit through this, place the wall. Now, when we come up here, before we even take that wall in front of him, we're going to slide cones across, okay? Just like that. See, we have a cone above and below him. Now we get the wall, get the full box, and there's nowhere he can go. So full speed is going to look like this. And the reason it's so important is because, like, look, if you're, for anybody who's new to piece control, say we come up, as soon as you get both of those cones, you get the full box. He can't go up, he can't go down. As long as you get the back wall, so he's literally trapped. You know what I mean? You can even take that wall, you can play slow, make a window edit. There's nothing he can do. And you can lead with cones in almost any situation. So let's look at a few more drills we can use this in. So this is another scenario I use a lot in real fights. So say somebody's up a layer and then over. We can come right here, double edit with the wall, edit that, and then we can get the cones all. See, like that's why cones are so crazy. Look how far away we are, and we already have a cone above and below this guy. There's nowhere he can go. We get the wall, edit, full box, and that's a clip right there. That's a clip. There's nothing they can do about it. And to show this actually works in fights, here's a clip of me using almost that exact scenario right here. All right, so let's watch this again in slow motion. Let me break it down for you. All right, so you see I do the double edit, and now right here I see he's in the back right corner right here, so I get a cone above and below, and now I know there's nowhere he can go. Like he's trying to get out of the box, but he was so far in the far corner that I know I can get the shot off before he can escape, and it's just a perfect play. Here's another really good example where you can lead with the cone. Let's say the enemy's right here, they have a ramp. You can cone their ramp, okay? And the cone goes through the ramp every time, and once you cone them, they're gonna have to go somewhere else. So a lot of times they're gonna drop back like that. You can take the wall, so now you have the wall in front of them, and again, we're gonna be leading with cones. So we already have a cone there in case they move to the left. Edit through, got the cone there, full box, and that's gonna work every time, you know what I mean? As long as you're always leading with cones, you're always gonna have piece control. So right here's an example of me leading with cones in a real fight, and this is a super simple play, so I feel like this make it easy to understand. So I see this guy running over, I get the wall, and now watch how when I edit this, before I place the wall in front of me, I slide that cone over with the wall. Now there's nothing he can do. He can't place a ramp to block me, he can't get to the next box in time. It's literally just a free kill. So when you learn to lead with cones like this, you're going to just get so many more kills and more piece control opportunities. All right, so going back to what I briefly mentioned at the start of the video with building through cones, there are so many good reasons you can use this. Okay, so for one, it's always going to help you with protected retakes. So say you're going to do a side jump, instead of just like jumping out like that, there's a chance somebody hits you like as you're jumping. So what you can do is literally place both walls like that. Then when you jump out, you're already protected from the side. You can do high walls as well. Like say you know, get the wall through the cone right there, jump out, high wall, and you're protected that whole time. Okay, so here's another example. Let's say we're coming up, you edit the floor. We can wrap walls around like that before we even edit the cone. Now, once we edit the cone, we come out and we're good. Right, there's so many ways you can just build through cones like this in effective ways. All right, here's another really good move we can do by building through a cone. We're going to do floor cone like this, edit the floor, going to edit the cone, and immediately put two walls through the cone like that. All right, now you can actually put a cone through this cone. So now we have a cone on top protecting it. From here, we're going to jump up and reset this cone into a ramp, basically, facing the other direction. Okay, now we're protected. We can put two more walls again. And if you can't tell already, like, you can combine these. You can chain them together and just always keep going for height, and you're never going to give up an angle. You're never going to be able to get hit. You stay so protected. And just by learning to string together these different moves through a cone, you're going to become an insane builder. All right, another thing cones are great for is just claiming space in build fights. Like say we're going for a retake like this, I can look back, place ramp. Now look how I get 4 cones just like that. If the enemy's anywhere above me, I probably have that spot claimed now. Now we can lead with cones like we talked about earlier, and right there you got a full box. Like that's a crazy clip, it's a crazy play, and just because we kind of dragged cones all around, we claimed all this space before an enemy could. Now, one last cone trick I want to teach you guys is what is probably the flashiest play I've seen people hitting lately when it comes to like the top builders, the top Zone Wars players. And what they do is, so we'll kind of do what we did earlier, where we build the walls through the cone. We're going to edit out, turn around, place a ramp. What we're going to do now is place a cone and edit the cone up like that. Okay, now this is going to be kind of hard to follow if you don't build a lot, but we're going to jump and basically swing walls around like that. A ramp below and above us. And what happens is the enemy is going to run up this cone just because in the middle of build fight, like it looks like a ramp. They're going to be going for height. So there's a good chance they get on that. What you're going to do is you're going to put a cone above it, surround it with walls, reset the cone, and now you have a full box. It's very situational, but when you pull this off in a fight, it just looks insane. And here's how that's going to look at full speed. Alright guys, so there you have it, my ultimate beginner's guide to cones in Fortnite. I hope you all found this helpful. I really want to get back to doing more beginner guides like this, so let me know in the comments what you would like to see me cover. I know most of my videos are outdated by this point, so we can do beginner building guides, we can do beginner piece control guides. Just let me know in the comments what you want, and you know I got you guys in 2023. Hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, an amazing end of the year, and I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.